Buckeye Nation? What's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel with some Buckeyes recruiting slash transfer portal news for you, as well as some other stuff. As of course, the Buckeyes are preparing for their bowl game against Missouri in a couple weeks. And you already know I'll be streaming that on the main channel. Can't freaking wait. And for those wondering, I will also be streaming some other bowl games on the main channel. As far as me streaming the college football playoff, most likely I'll be streaming those games too. So that's going to be fun. But, anyways, before I get into the recruiting slash transfer portal news for the Buckeyes, because believe it or not, the Buckeyes are actually active in the transfer portal, which is nice to see. Let's talk about the latest news that came out today as the players were talking to the media. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is this tweet from Patrick Murphy. And let's see what he had to say. And I quote, Ohio State wide receiver Emeka Egbuka and cornerback Denzel Burke say they will play in the Cotton Bowl and then will decide on their future. And then I believe Denzel followed up by saying that he expects everyone still in the program to play in the bowl game. Now, I assume that's probably not including Marvin Harrison. If Marvin plays in the bowl game, that's awesome. But, bro, you better hope you don't get hurt. Because you're going to be playing in Dallas on very unpredictable turf, right? Turf has been very evil to football players lately. So if I was Marv, I would decide to maybe not play and let these other receivers get their shine. And, we'll see who has their JSN type game, if you know what I'm talking about. That Utah game in the Rose Bowl, JSN went off, right, when Olave and Wilson didn't play. That's also when Marvin Harrison Jr. officially announced himself to the college football world. That was a fun game. He streamed it. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, we'll see what Marv decides to do. My guess is he probably won't play in that game. But yeah, it's good to hear Emeka and Denzel Burke will play in the game. And then got a little retention. Yeah, players actually coming back. How about that? As from Clay Hall, linebacker Cody Simon says he's coming back for another year. So much unfinished biz. Beating UM. Yup. Win Big Ten. Yup. And win Natty. And remember, 12-team playoffs start next year. Which means you get on-campus playoff games. Which means we might be seeing a playoff game at the shoe. Yes, please. And by the way, as far as who's going to be starting at quarterback in the bowl game, I haven't heard anything. I did see Devin Brown was interviewed, and he said his ankle feels fine, so he's going to be a legit threat to win the job heading into the bowl game. I think he'll probably start, but honestly, I want to see what Lincoln can do. Because we didn't see Lincoln really at all until Devin got hurt. And when we did see Lincoln, it was in the usual limited backup role when we were blowing teams out, right? Barely saw him. But yeah, we'll see who starts at quarterback for the bowl game. I expect it'll probably be Devin, but it could be Lincoln. Watch him go out of nowhere and say Tristan Gebbia will start. Bro, if Ryan Day does that, bro, the fan base is going to barge into his office, drag him out by his feet, and slap him in the face multiple times. Because clearly, if that happens, he's clearly cuckoo, cuckoo. Because ain't no way he's starting Tristan Gebbia. No. Right? Seriously, right? Like, he's not thinking about doing that, right? He wouldn't do that, right? No. Oh, why am I even talking about that? There's no way he would even consider doing that, right? I'm being serious. Because I'm talking about Ryan Day here. I'm obviously joking, but yeah. I think it'll most likely be Devin, but I would love to see Lincoln. And then with that being said, we got some recruiting and transfer portal news to talk about. First, we're going to start off with recruiting, as believe it or not, the Buckeyes have been busy on the road trying to essentially solidify their class, reassure that the commits that they have, it's like, hey, yo, we're ready to have you. Can't wait for, you guys to get to Columbus, having those in-house visits. And yeah, it's safe to say the coaches have been doing a lot of traveling as of late. In fact, I was checking on3.com and I saw this as Matt Parker, who writes for Letterman Row, which, for those who don't know what that is, it's a blog site on on3.com. For those 247 sports people out there, think of Letterman Row as the on3 equivalent to Nuts. Yeah, it's the blog site for the Buckeyes on on3.com. But yeah, Matt Parker put in a prediction for Corey Parrish to flip from Minnesota to Ohio State. Now, he's coming off his official visit, which I hear went well. And I actually heard he canceled his visit to Florida State. So I would not be surprised if we heard a little something something over the next few days regarding Coy flipping to Ohio State and becoming a Buckeye and adding another stud to our defense. And then in the transfer portal, the Buckeyes offered former Cal Bears linebacker Caleb Elarms Orr. And he will be in town for a visit this week, I believe on Friday. And as you can see, he is projected to go to Ohio State. And another, good piece for the defense. Makes me happy. Now, of course, if you've been paying attention to the transfer portal for the Buckeyes, they've lost quite a few pieces. In fact, today, Chip Trainum officially committed to transfer to Kentucky. So I wish him all the best of luck. And yeah, we'll see what happens, see if we go after anyone else. I know the Buckeyes have been focusing solely on the trenches as of late, which I love that. They've been going hard after D linemen. I've already heard they were talking to Marley Cook. They had Derek Harmon, I believe is his last name. I don't know why I had a random brain freeze there. Brain fart. Derek Harmon from Michigan State. He was in town. And then they've been in contact with former Texas A&M Aggie D lineman LT Overton, who they really wanted coming out of high school. So they're working. And then, of course, they're trying to, solidify the offensive line in the portal, too. They've been talking to quite a few tackles and stuff. So we'll see if they get anything done over there. But really, that's all I got to talk about. So, as always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. Love this time of year. And of course, we're like, 8 days away from National Signing Day. And for those out there who are wondering about Jeremiah Smith, it sounds like he will indeed sign with the Buckeyes on signing day. And can't wait for that, just so these other fan bases can officially shut the hell up about it. Because all I've heard is, oh yeah, Jeremiah's going to flip. Is he going to flip? Oh my God, is he flipping? No, he's not. He's a Buckeye. Now shut up. But all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog, coming at you, as always, on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel. And I will see you in my next video. Hopefully it'll be soon, and hopefully it'll be a commitment video. Maybe I'll have multiple. You never know. But I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Buckeyes. OH. I'm out. Bye-bye.